So I want to talk about shaft lean and the loft on a putter. Majority of golfers I get come in and I ask the question, and it's always the first one, hey, what loft do you have in your putter? Do you know what spec your putter is? 9 times out of 10 is no idea. If I ask the same question to golfers about a new driver or the driver they've got in their bag, oh yeah, it's 10.5 degrees with this shaft in it. Everyone knows what driver they've got, but they use it 14 times majority on a golf course. With a putter, you use it nearly enough every hole unless you chip in or hold a shot from the fairway. Everyone should know what loft their putter is because it's really crucial when it comes to setup. In terms of shaft lean, what I mean by that is how much forward lean or backwards lean you put with the grip. This then affects what loft you're going to be delivering at impact. A really good loft at impact is 2 degrees of loft. Depending on what greens you're putting on, obviously that can change. But when it comes to setup, just by having a tweak a degree or 2 changes the degree on the putter face. This could be the difference on making that 10, 15, 20 foot putt just by getting the ball breaking at the right time. Changing the loft of a putter will change the launch angle of the golf ball. If the ball's in the air for longer, there's more speed on the golf ball, meaning it may miss the break which you intend it to take. This next slide, which is just coming up here, this is a chart which is designed from Paul Hurrian, the owner of Quintic. He's designed a chart which has got on one side the static loft of the putter and also the shaft lean, which we There's no right or wrong with this. There's loads of different tendencies. Someone like Jordan Spieth has a forward press, he repeats that over and over again and is very effective with it. Another good golfer who's the opposite is Zach Johnson. He has his hands behind the golf ball. Another really good putter. I like to get a lot of my golfers just having a standard static 0 degree shaft lean. However, like I said, this isn't for everyone, and it's knowing these figures and facts to be able to repeat over and over again, to be consistent and be able to launch the ball at your optimum every single time.
So we have 2 putts here. This one here is launched at 5.51 degrees aloft with a lot of backspin. And this one is launched at 1.5 degrees aloft with a decent amount of forward rotation. Both them putts obviously work. However, I much prefer to see a ball which is rolling end over end with forward rotation on it than one which is launching high with backspin, which should be bouncing down the green.
Let's just say, on average, most putters have about 3 to 4 degrees of loft on them. If we're trying to launch a putt at 2 degrees of loft, that means we have to consistently be de-lofting the putter by a degree or 2, either at address or coming into impact. Okay, that's hard to time in motion. So knowing the loft of your putter is a great start.
So most putters are about 3 to 4 degrees aloft. Seeing here on the chart, the amount of shaft lean you would need for a 4 degree putter is 2 degrees shaft angle forward. So if you already know your loft of your putter, you can use this chart to start to play around with how much you need to lean the shaft forward or backwards to launch it perfectly at that 2 degrees of optimal launch. If you don't know your loft of your putter, just get a camera or an iPhone, Android, and just take a slow motion video of the ball being struck by the putter and seeing the initial movements of the golf ball. If you see any extremities of the ball launching up in the air or even bouncing off it into the ground, you can then start to play around with how much you need to lean that shaft backwards or forwards to get a decent launch on the ball. If not, come in the studio before you get back out on the golf course when we reopen, and we can actually measure your putter and find out what loft it has on it.